Hey, good afternoon, Element Warrenton. This is Cory Lambert, your Campus Community Engagement Coordinator. I just wanted to spend a few minutes this afternoon just putting together this short video to talk about the amazing message that we heard from Pastor Erik this weekend. If you haven't had a chance to watch it, definitely check it out when you can. But for those of you who were able to see the message this weekend already, you may recall that he mentioned a verse in the book of Revelations in chapter 3, verse 16. It says, "So then, because you are lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will vomit you out of my mouth." At this point, Pastor Erik presented us with a scale from 1 to 10 and asked us to think about where we stand on that scale. Now, I found myself thinking about this, and like many others probably, I'm thinking I'm a 7, 8, right? I mean, of course. But I was really surprised to learn that it's not important to be as high of a number as you can be. That's not what it's about, but rather that you should be on either end of the spectrum, either a 1 or a 10. That's what we should be striving for. And we know this because of the verse just before. In Revelation chapter 3, verse 15, the Bible says, "I know your works, that you are neither cold nor hot. I could wish you were cold or hot." See, the Lord does prefer us to be either cold or hot, or in other words, to be a conduit for either healing or refreshment. And thinking about this a bit more and looking through my Bible, I came across a couple of verses that helped me put this into perspective. Galatians chapter 2, verse 20, the Bible says, "I've been crucified with Christ. It is no longer I who live, but Christ lives in me. And the life which I now live in the flesh, I live by faith in the Son of God, who loved me and gave himself for me." And then James chapter 5, verses 15 to 16, "And the prayer of faith will save the sick, and the Lord will raise him up. And if he has committed sins, he will be forgiven." I just have to say how refreshing it is to live a life in Jesus, and how healing the power of prayer can be. Even if I may have sinned, I'm forgiven. The more I live like this, the closer I feel to the Lord, and the more I feel a sense of purpose and accomplishment. For those of you who may be watching, if you're either new to Element or, maybe perhaps you're a new Christian as well, I do want to encourage you to check out our website. Visit us at elementchurch.com and take a look around. Discover what your next steps may be. And lastly, I'll leave you with 2 questions. Number 1, what does the Lord have in store for you? And number 2, are you ready to live a life of healing and or refreshment? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Until next time.